Welcome to another edition of, you guessed it, Joel's News and Views, Conservative News and Views. If it's your first time tuning in to the broadcast, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell up top. Also, too, if it's your first time listening to the podcast, do me a favor, please hit the like button, follow me, and please give me a review, so that way we can keep the podcast going. So tonight's topic is going to be very controversial. So if you're not able to distinguish facts from fiction without letting the race card get involved, this is not going to be for you. If you're one of the ones that always gotta be right and you don't want to listen to anybody else's agenda, this definitely isn't for you. And if you're one of those guys who love the whole Pan-African culture, black women are God and all that shit, you definitely probably want to go ahead on and bypass my channel, because this is definitely not for you. Guys, please continue to support. Check out my merch in the description box below. About to have an actual URL up this week about the merch, so we can continue to support. Guys, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I know I've said it a couple of times, but I want to give you the real context of why black women are always a vessel for white liberals to always push their agenda. It goes back ever since the civil rights movement after Dr. King passed away. What's going on, rapper? Now, this topic that I'm talking about, a lot of black conservatives especially don't like to touch this shit. But I don't mind touching it because it needs to be brought to the attention. It's because you're right. And you're right on some of that 10,000, but there's more to it. It's a lot to do with because black women allow themselves to be conned by the liberal game, using the whole family, helping your family conundrum. Now y'all about to ask me, Joe, what you mean about you helping the family conundrum? See, after the civil rights movement happened, at the time there was still a lot of black folks in the stand, aka the hood, that was still not able to get it out the mud and maintain a healthy lifestyle to put food on the table. And they even had real hard-working men in the home. Now, gotta remember now, in the 60s, especially, black Americans had the highest nuclear family structure, higher than white Americans in the U.S. at that time. It was phenomenal. It was hardly no home you went into that there was not a father present in that home. It was very, very few. And if they were not present, it was either they died early or the woman was just loose. Okay? And because of that happening at that present time, liberals who were supposed to be on our side, right? The right side of history, trying to make sure we have equality, when they signed that bill, and when King died, they knew that black America were really taking the teachings of Dr. King and was trying to be stronger than ever. So what do you do when you have a group of people that you have fooled for so long that they are not able to accomplish stuff, and now they're waking up, they're applying themselves, they're actually trying to move forward, even though it got a rough time or a rough start, they're still trying to move forward and trying to figure it out. You use the very thing that makes them the most unique and the most proudest of them all. You use the government assistance plan. This is when these government officials started targeting the projects. Because in the projects, a lot of these young folks at the time, young mothers, young fathers, older mothers, older fathers, a lot of these people did not have a lot of financial backing at the time or education to get that opportunity like that. But they didn't want to see their children struggle. So they played the whole game to the mother, just lied. Just lie and say, yeah, you right, rapper, you right. You can't say it, but I can. Lyndon B. Johnson said the following: when I signed this bill in 1964, the Voting Rights Act, I will have niggas, that's right, niggas, voting for me for the next 200 years as a Democrat. Now that's what the liberal king, LBJ, because a lot of y'all liberals thank him and stuff like he's a king next to John Kennedy, actually said that. It has been a proven fact. More than one set of politicians on both sides of the aisle has confessed that that's what LBJ said and chuckled about it. Now, getting back to what I was saying about the nuclear family. These liberals knew that this was the first way to break up the spirit of the black American. And that's what they started doing. They did it from the inside out. If I can remove the strength that holds the mother together, I can bend my will and make that strong-willed, bitter, upset black woman as a weapon to further push our agenda. And that's what they did. Because by the time the 70s hit, the mid-70s, you started seeing the drop of the father not being in the home. Because the fathers started seeing these women get so upset. They basically start pushing the man off even more. Oh, you don't need to be here like that. I get more when the government, I see you when I can. So the father's like, well, who am I providing for? The government is taking care of my responsibility. I don't need to be married. So he's out. That's when the bitterness comes in. Because the mother, the black mother, is thinking, well, he left because he's a dog. No. He left because men learn two things early in life: protect and provide. If I can't provide for you, you can at least allow me to protect you. If you won't let me protect you, I'm useless. This is the strategy of man for years. You can look it up. We're protect, provide. We're the PPs. Women, you are the nurturers. You are the leaders. When I said leaders, you are the leaders that help guide us to make the right decisions when it comes to the nurturing and accepting process as being a man. But when this happened, that's when we started to see the fall of the black family. Because the white liberals started seeing how bitter the black women from the stand was becoming. Man, I ain't got no man. I ain't got this, I ain't got that. And after that, they used their anger against them toward their own people. That's when they started pushing for affirmative action. Now, a lot of people hear affirmative action. We used to get excited. I used to get excited about affirmative action. I used to think, yeah, affirmative action. I love that shit. Yeah, man, I got a shot. Yeah. But in reality, affirmative action was the worst fucking bill ever created for Black America. Because then we became more a statistic quota meet instead of looking at us for qualification purposes. Now, I'm not saying that all people that did got in on affirmative action was not qualified to do the job. There was a lot of Black men and women who got on that wave, and minorities of other colors of the crayon box. Really, really, really showed the way of us being possibly successful. But see, the problem with affirmative action is that affirmative action started becoming a numbers game. And you started seeing a lot of Black Americans who was on affirmative action program fizzle out on their job early. They just couldn't beat it. They couldn't do it because they didn't have the qualifications, because they rode the affirmative action wave. Oh, I'm all the way at the sun this one, and because I am really trying to prove a point here, because I think it's something that we really got to talk about, because nobody won't talk about it except for, well, you will, Trey MBD. You will talk about stuff like this. You and Hood Conservative and even Hood Conservative. Shout out to Hoodie. But a lot of these other Black conservative YouTubers, they don't like talking about this because it's a touchy subject. But I want to get touchy now. And the reason why I want to get touchy on this subject is because a lot of these folks are not exposing the real game here. They're not. Then after we had affirmative action, after this, I'm going to be talking about this on Rumble too. It's going to be on Rumble. I will upload this on Rumble. I want to make this a point. This is about to be the most controversial video I've ever made for us out here. But it's got to be, because it's got to be talked about, because people scared to talk about it. And we have to talk about this. Not only is just men, but Black, aka Sun women, have to understand what they have caused trying to be a part of that stand life and won't let it go. Now, after that happened, what was the next major thing that the stand community started pushing? Speared by a Sun woman. Then we had the issue going on with trying to make sure that all Sun folks here at the affirmative action wasn't doing it, that we stopped violence in the streets. A lot of Sun women pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. Y'all remember, for the 3 strikes you outlaws, what's up, bruh? For the what the other one they call the 94 crime bill, all that, they pushed for that. You remember? These were the Black mothers that was talking about their children were found dead in the streets and they wanted justice. Now, doing those videos, we never, even in the 90s, we did not see any fathers show up. Okay? But they wanted justice, so they got it. They got the justice. They got the justice they were looking for. The bill got signed. All of a sudden, when the bill got signed, not even 5 years into it, not even 5 years, I would say the first 2 years into it, they started having regret. Oh, there's too many of our brothers in the community getting locked up. They're not getting a second chance. Doing all this marching and shit like that. Meanwhile, they got into their feelings while all this is going on. And believe me, I am not a Louis Farrakhan fan, but I do respect his method of us trying to take care of the black community when I was a young kid, because he came into my PJs and cleaned it up for a bit. He came with the Million Man March. A lot of people thought the Million Man March was a waste of time, that black men wanted the Million Man March just to grope and complain about how women were. No, it was not. The Million Man March was actually something beneficial. Even though I didn't like the guy that was giving the message, like I said, I am no Farrakhan fan. But I respect what he was saying. He was just saying, men, be men. If you are a black American, be proud, be involved in your family. Don't let nobody else take care of your responsibility. That was about. That is like one of the few positive things I can say about Farrakhan, that I can say that was not all racist. He was actually saying, take care of your business. Now, when black, aka Sun women, saw this shit, they got pissed. They did their Million Woman March the next following year. And before you know it, their march was different. Their march was about me. How to empower yourself as a woman. How to not let no man tell you what to do. Basically, it was selfish. It was a selfish ass march. There was nothing productive at that march. What we still hearing right now from today's Sun women. I mean, I'm being real. AKA women from the stand. Now we fast forward to now, and now all of a sudden, we're in the same, because she's selfish too. We're in the same predicament. Black family still torn apart. But yet still, when the Alphabet Soup Club started getting to the point that they felt like they were being preyed upon, and look, some instances of their situations, they were saying they were victims, okay? I'm not going to sit here and act like they wasn't. There was some situation they were victims, okay? If you look at it, read the news, there, clippings of being, stalked because of a hate crime. Yeah, there were. There was a few brutal hate crimes that happened to them. But it was not as brutal as they was trying to create it to be when it compared to the civil rights movement. Okay? Because most of the time, people wasn't checking for them like that. In fact, when it got to its highest peak, y'all remember back in the 90s, what happened in Texas? When those gang of dudes beat up the gay men couple on the park. I think it was 93 or 94. That's when all of America took notice. It was like, yo, when they see how much time those guys got, they're like, yo, I'm not fucking with none of them jokers. Okay? If they want to do what they want to do, they do what they want to do. And that's just that was one of the little milestones they had. But you let them tell it. They went and they elected what? The angry black woman. They got the angry lesbian black woman, the angry bisexual black woman, and the angry hetero black women to bust out and say that these women and you don't. Meanwhile, in their own backyard, there's gang members taking over and killing little girls and little boys in the home. They won't never talk about that. When you tell that to them, they get upset. They want to kick your ass. What do you mean? That crime don't exist. Remember that line? Crime don't exist. But yet still, for years, even in these little small country towns like Arkansas, they had an influx of gang members right in the stand. But you got these other people worrying about LBGTQ question mark rights. And then they started listening to race hustlers, you right. Like Jesse Jackson. Oh, don't you understand? The community is under the attack. The white man is everywhere. Okay. And when was the last time we seen a real bad lynching? We hear about a lynching like every fucking 5, maybe 8 years. And if it is, it's always some hillbilly drunk white guy that lives in the Midwest who preys upon a black dude that really don't have a lot of family, really don't have people that really taught him people sense, and gets taken advantage of. Now, I'm saying that it's cool to do. No, I'm not. It is disgusting to do that to anybody. But I'm just trying to get people to see that we don't have that type of race problem. Now, let me ask you this. Who are you scared of the most? Especially for you son women who love to say that you love your kangs whenever they do illegal activity and make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. Okay? Who do you grab your purse towards faster? The white man who's bald-headed, has got a swastika on his hand, on the top of his hand, and a swastika on the side of his neck, and saying alt-right language all written in alt-right freaking speech written on the side of his leg? Or are you afraid more of that guy in the black who's got the ski mask on and the gloves and been watching you for years? Yeah, I think you're probably more scared of the one I just said of second. Because you know why? Because the skinhead guy ain't got time for you. He don't like you. He don't want to deal with you. He don't even want to be around you. Especially if he's not around his buddies. And even if his buddies was there, they don't want that smoke. They already know what it is. They want to be left the hell alone. But you get around sun men, you get around these sun men, the ones you say, oh, he was a good man, he just needs a little help. You know another thing that makes me mad about how these liberals program our son women out here from the stand? They always tell them that you can fix an individual via program. It's like the most asinine thing in the world. Hey, listen, all you gotta do is give him a program and everything will be fine. All right, I'm finna help you out here. Programs don't fucking work. All right, I want you to really dig deep down. I want you to understand what I'm saying. Programs don't fucking work. They don't. If they did, our crime level would be so low, it would be insane. These guys laugh at these programs. You listen to some of these programs, what they tell you. They talk to you like they're fucking retarded. Like you're slow or something. Jimmy, all you have to do is embrace your inner peace. Take a deep breath. Do something productive. I mean, come on, man. Who's going to take that serious? Who? And you're right. George Floyd was a drug addict. And you know what's so hilarious about George Floyd? If George Floyd would have never got killed, none of these black women would, aka sun women, the son from the stand, would not give two shits about what he had going on. They would have been like, girl, look at that Negro over there. He ain't about shit. You know who that is? That's George. All he do is just stay geeked up. Oh, girl, he be doing too much. Always be trying to hit on somebody. He just worthless. And you're right. They do pander to their feelings. Because women from the stand think that that's how they fix things. They think that they can fix everybody with a little talking and a little second chance and a hug. It don't work that way. It don't. See, real conservative men and conservative women who've been all around the world, know better. They already been diverse and programmed that not everybody qualifies for a counseling session. Some people just fucked up. Oh, and bro, they already hate me. They hated me before I dated a white woman. Okay, people hated me back then because I was always sterile. I just didn't know I was conservative. And it's the truth. But the liberals love these young ass women. Young ass black women. They love these young ass black women because they know these black women are on these son women. They want to be accepted so bad. Oh, I'm about to hit a nerve. See, they always say they're happy for who they are, and you know, they love themselves and they love what they see in the mirror. That's bullshit. You don't love yourself. That's why you always fall for that liberal bullshit that these white liberals be putting in your head. That's why you always say the white man is holding me down. That's why you say, oh, girl, I got to get me a white man. That's why you always be saying, girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be good because I'm cool with that white man. No, you talk like that because in your mind, you feel like you are less than who you really are. So you think to be accepted in society, you have to follow the white liberal who preach to you and say, yeah, girl, I feel you. I've been in the hood. I've been at the bottom. And in reality, they've never been at the bottom. They never know what the fuck you been through. Because you know why? They couldn't. Because they're not you. See, everybody is designed differently. No matter what color you are. Everybody is designed differently. This is the problem with racism. Nobody don't understand that shit. Everybody think that everybody is designed the same based upon a color. That's like me assuming that every white American I meet like mayonnaise. That's like me assuming that every Spanish person that I meet is in love with salsa. That is like me thinking that every Chinese person I meet knows some type of martial art. That's like me thinking that every freaking Hawaiian person I meet loves Hawaiian Fridays. That's like me thinking that every black man I meet can play basketball and shoot threes like Steph Curry. Everybody is not the same. That's the problem. Exactly. It's the hero's journey. And a lot of people don't look at it like that. They'll sit here and think this shit is cool. That's why they push this shit. Oh, I got hot sauce in my pocket. Yeah, hot sauce in my pocket. Hot sauce in my pocketbook. Girl, yeah, girl. When it's 6 o'clock, I'm always got me a red Solo cup and me some Odie. Not every black man and woman gets drunk at 6 at a kid's birthday party after 6. Okay? Not every white person that you see drive a BMW is rich. There's levels to this shit. Everybody's different. Another example that pisses me off with white liberals. They will put in some men and women head that rich people have no cares in the world. Let's break this down. You ever heard of the saying, more money, more problems? I want you to talk to a guy that is poor and makes $25,000 a year, lives in the stand, and is barely holding on. I want you to document every issue he faced that he has to focus on to keep afloat with his children and his wife. Okay? Not no piece of damn guy from the stand, a real stand-up guy in the stand. There's a few. There is a few. Not the best, but a few. Now I want you to go to a suburban guy. A suburban guy that makes about $65,000, $75,000 a year. Okay? Goes out here. I would even be there. I say $100,000 a year. About $100,000 a year. Okay? Between about $50,000 to $100,000 a year, has a nice home, has nice vehicle, and has to put in work, focus on paying for schools, on the kids' education in charter and private school, stuff like that, or homeschooling or whatever they got going on. Now, I want you to also talk to someone that makes $250,000 plus a year. Okay? That means they could be $250,000 all the way up to some millions. Real motherfuckers. Now, I want you to pick a list of all the shit they got to deal with. Now, I want you to put all these lists together, and I want you to choose which list would you like to have. The poor man's list was just the bare necessities, and he's good with life. The guy in the middle that has to do not only the main necessities and also minor things that goes into play with those main necessities, or the rich man that's got to go with not only main necessities for himself, his family, but other motherfuckers that depend on him and other households and other things to keep his shit together. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't mind being the little poor guy with the responsibility. But we already know, little responsibility, you ain't gonna make no bread. A lot of responsibility, you gonna make a shitload of bread. This is how life works. But people think that rich folks have it easy. Not always. Exactly. There's a lot of men I've talked to that have a lot of shit on their plate that are millionaires, and I say, you can have that shit. I don't want no parts of it. I mean, think about it, man. As a rich person, the shit you go through, think about this. We as Americans right now that follow me, that's probably middle class or, in between like me, average or whatever, you can go out here and buy anything you want when you want it, right? When you start getting to be $250,000 plus, you got to consult with financial advisors. Imagine you got to consult with your financial advisor before you buy you the truck that you want. Damn, man, I really want this $65,000 truck. I don't want to buy it cash. Oh, I got to call my CPA guy. One of them. Hey, man, do I got your blessing to get this truck? What you going to use it for? I was just going to pull my new boat that I'm thinking about getting. What you going to use the new boat for? I was going to go fishing. How much is the new boat? The new boat I'm looking at is about $45,000. So you're telling me you about to spend $105,000 altogether? Yeah, I'm going to pay for it cash. What do you think? I think you need to finance. All right. Man, fuck that. I ain't financing. Let me call my other boy. Hey, man, what going on, other CPA? Yeah, I talked to the first guy already. Yeah, I talked to him. Hey, can I get that big truck? Yeah, $65,000. The other one's $40,000. Yeah. What? You're telling me that's too much money? Okay, well, you want me to finance it? I really have to finance it? Fuck! You know what? Let me call the last guy. Hey, man, what's going on? Oh, you talked to the other CPAs. So you know about the truck and the boat. You think the only way it's going to work for my budget, I have to finance it. Okay. I can't buy it cash. What about 6 months? Too soon. Okay. What about a year? No, it's not building up enough. Okay. You said my credit's still a little shaky. So I need to wait 3 years? All right, fine. Well, how much of a down payment then? Maybe just 1,000. No, I have to. 25,000? Man, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well buy it. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's right. That's what I pay you for. Bye. That's what rich people go through. They can't do what the fuck they want. They have to have check and balances with their own shit. I just gave you a scenario what a rich guy goes through. He can't just wake up and say, I'm getting that. Fuck you. No, when you worth millions of dollars or you a high class motherfucker, you got to go through a CPA. You have people that consult you. You fuck with the consultants, man. But y'all wouldn't understand that. A lot of y'all wokians. Y'all think LeBron James just wake up one morning and decided that he just wanted to go up here and buy fucking a sports company. Okay? Or that freaking Michael Jordan woke up one morning and decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead on here and just buy a portion of Nike so I can have Jordan brand shoes only. Or you think Drake went and woke up one morning and said, I'm going to build me a fucking 65,000 square foot mansion in the middle of fucking Canada. Ontario, Canada. No. It's levels to that shit. He had to consult somebody. That's why being rich ain't what it's cracked up to be. Just like some of your favorite YouTubers, they have to consult people. They just can't just do what the fuck they want. They're business minded. They have to consult people. You know what I mean? They just can't just jump up and do it. Hell, I don't know. Maybe one day when I get rich, I can tell you how I have to consult with motherfuckers. I mean, this is what it is. So, miss me with rich people got it easy all the time, too. Everybody's got a fucking story and everybody's got a hardship. Some worse than others, but it's a hardship. If it's to the point that it makes your mind hurt and makes you worry, it's a hardship. Sorry. Just common sense do apply. Anyway, y'all, I wanted to be able to give you another edition of what is really going on with this liberal movement that these fools are starting and how insane it sounds. And I got one more other thing. I'm going to put a link to Matt Walsh's video about trans people wanting heterosexual men to be attracted to them. And some of the stuff they said is scary. And a lot of this is, again, goes right back to the story I just said. Black stan women pushing the agenda for the white liberals. Okay? That whole feminist, I'm all woman, hear me roar shit. I don't need no man. Now you have created monsters in the genre of the alphabet soup world. You have took masculinity out of the dating science that now men are comfortable being feminine all day, every day. And then a lot of you be on these blogs screaming, I want a man, I want to be in that's submissive. And let me tell y'all women something that following me now. Just because a guy talk tough and all that shit doesn't mean he's masculine. There's a lot of femininity in a lot of these so-called I want to be tough guys. And a lot of these guys that you think that is feminine or sound feminine, a lot of them got more fucking damn balls than a lot of your damn fuck boys that's out here trying to be on the DL. But y'all need to know this. This is the truth, what I'm telling tonight. Because we done fucked the game up that we cannot recover from this. We can't, hardly. The black community is destroyed. There's no help for us. What help? We would never recover. We have gone too far now. We have allowed ourselves to be involved with everything but furthering ourselves. I'm going to say it again. We have been involved in everything except furthering ourselves. Let me ask you, son, women, something. Have you ever heard of a white female liberal really go in on a white alpha male, whether he's liberal or fucking conservative, and not get her ass reamed for it by her homegirls who's supposed to be feminists? Have you not seen how other cultures like Spanish women act like you fucking son women act and see what the fuck happens to them? They get brutally fucking banned. Do you know that Asian women don't even get to that point? They already know they'll get super shunned. Y'all the only group of women that do that shit. That talk shit about your men and call them trash, but only support criminals. These other women don't do that. They do not down the men that is trying to do the best. And they want men to lead. But then y'all son women get in your feelings when you see guys like me or Brandon Tatum and other gentlemen outside our race, women outside our race. You get pissed. Huh, what are you doing? Because we want someone that represents the likeness and values that we have. Again, this is not a dig to all black women. There are some great black women out there that understand and know what they need to do to take advantage of what they have been blessed with and the opportunity that's been bestowed on them. But there's that many out there that got that stand mentality. I heard one say one time that she don't want no man to be nice to her, anything. If he can't cuss her out first thing in the morning, she don't want to be with him. What type of shit is that? That is that bitch energy. That's that bitch energy. If a man cuss you out early in the morning for nothing, that's bitch energy. Who wants bitch energy around them and you're a woman unless you into lesbians? And even that's disturbing. I don't want nobody cussing at me in the morning. Every day. I want somebody when I wake up, that motherfucker is all over me. I want like my wife. When I wake up, my wife is all over me. All over me. And I'm over her. My wife is submissive. And let me tell you about that word. And we won't do a video or talk about that on the next chance I get when we talk about men talk like this. Is women, submissive does not mean that you got to be a soft ass, fucking push me over and do what you know. Submissive means that you respect your husband enough to let him lead the way. That's all. It's a respect thing. Now, if you can't be submissive to your husband, then that means there's a problem in the relationship. He has done something that has made you either think that he's not the man that you need to lead the way or that he just ain't it. No woman ever wakes up and says she wants to be the lead in the relationship. If she does, she may be a man. I'm just saying. And women, some of y'all that say, well, what about me if I make more money than him or he's staying home with the kids? Still be submissive. If he's doing his part and you doing your part, let him lead. All you gotta do. I don't give a shit if it is. You make all the money. Let the man lead. He's the man. Remember what I told you? Protect, provide. We do the 2 P's. If we cannot provide for you because you're doing all that, then let me protect you. That's it. But y'all women don't understand that. A lot of y'all women think when they say being submissive means, he ain't gonna tell me what to do. Ain't no man gonna rule me. I'm my own woman. Men ain't shit. You know why? Because you have never been around the presence of realness. See, all your life, you've been around fuck men. You've been around men who have made promise to you and only did that so they could and go away. So when you do get a real man like myself and other conservatives, you don't know what to do. Because it's new and you scared. So you scared, so you fight back. You don't want to and act like that. But see, in reality, when you act like that, we walk away. We ain't got time for that. And that's when y'all start going back to them little liberal arms of those crazy-ass liberal white men who lead you right straight to destruction every time. And then you get upset and want to know why you don't have a seat at the table. Yeah, and you're supposed to enjoy that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, none of your business. You're supposed to enjoy that. You're supposed to enjoy being submissive to your husband. You're supposed to be enjoying that shit. Exactly. You are supposed to enjoy that shit. Now, men, there's one thing I want to put into that shit. If you want these women to follow you, you got to have your shit together. That means you got to have the representation of an alpha male who know what he want out of life and know how to get it and don't let bullshit get in the way. That means if she start tripping, you got to be having the balls to walk away. Oh, baby, please don't do that. No, fuck that. If she don't want to be dealing with you, okay, walk away. Because one thing about a woman is that if she know you mean business and she know you ain't taking no shit and you bought your business, she will follow. If she don't, then you already know what type of chick she is. She's for the streets. Just being real. She for the streets. She cannot be saved. You might as well spray her with bitch be gone. It's facts. No, they can't, bro. They can't. But anyway, this is my rant for the night. One of the rants. I will come back with some political rants later on when I get settled back in. It's been a hard day, guys. I got a lot of personal shit going on. You know what I mean? Y'all get in the comment section and tell me, do you think, I don't give a fuck if you're white or black. This is a topic that needs to be discussed on my fucking comment section. Do you feel like that white liberals use son women from the stand as a vessel to manipulate the black community into doing what they need them to do to stay down? I need y'all guys to look into that and tell me what you think. And you know what my answer is. They do. They do. They do. They don't give a fuck. They don't. Please like, share, subscribe. Stick around tonight. I'm off for 2 straight days. I got a lot of personal business going on. I'm trying to handle. All right. Y'all know I'm back. I'm coming back stronger than ever. Y'all, follow me on the Patriot Backup channel. It's growing like wildfire. We have 558 subscribers. Let's get that bitch to 1,000 so I can get that bitch monetized. Please like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.